Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Zant with WordCamp Phoenix, and today we are talking with Tara King. And Tara works for Pantheon, which is a hosting provider, and they are a Prince of Bel Air, one of our gold level sponsors. Are you a child of the 90s, Tara?
I am. I
You are?
definitely love that reference. Yes.
Awesome. So you grew up with the Prince of Bel Air
Oh,
and,
yes. Absolutely watched a lot of Fresh Prince.
yeah, the Carlton
The
dance.
Carlton, I know I'd like want to do it, but I'm not very good at it. Not
Me
as good as
neither.
Carlton.
He was an amazing dancer. That's
I know
great.
he really is a very good dancer.
Yeah. So thank you very much for being a sponsor of WordCamp
Of
Phoenix.
course.
Without sponsors like Pantheon, WordCamp Phoenix cannot be what it is. So we are very grateful for your contribution and for also coming to the event. You'll be in Phoenix.
I will. Yes, it's my first time at WordCamp Phoenix, so I'm very
Is it
excited.
really great?
Yes.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about what you do at Pantheon and anything that's new that's going on at the company.
Yeah. So I work on the developer relations team at Pantheon. So we are the folks who go out to events, try to support, give back to the community as much as we can, whether that's by giving talks, mentorship, helping with contribution days, all kinds of stuff like that. We also write blog posts, do kind of try to do our best to support people who are maybe on the edge of what the product can do right now, to sort of help the company understand what our customers need, help our customers understand how to get the most out of Pantheon. So it's a really fun job, to be totally honest with you. It's really exciting.
That's
Um,
great.
yeah. So that's what I do at Pantheon. I also support our community. So we have community forums for people to kind of connect with like-minded WordPress individuals, Drupal individuals, learn best practices, that kind of thing. So I support the forums as well. So yeah, it's a fun job. At Pantheon right now, we are talking a lot about killing the website relaunch. So rather than these big, super expensive projects that may or may not succeed, we're really working on ways to help developers kind of iteratively improve their site instead of a big kind of hit the reset button. So we're talking a lot about that. What else have we done? We have global availability these days. So if you need your site to have data residency in Canada or the EU or Australia, that's something we've got going on. So yeah, there's a lot of exciting stuff right now.
Yeah, that's cool. Let me ask you about that killing the relaunch because I've been a web developer in the past, and
Mhm.
those big relaunches are sort of seductive that you want to
Yes.
redo everything all at
Mhm.
once, but they can be extraordinarily painful. So talk to
Yes.
me a little bit about what you found in working with your customers in sort of changing
Mhm.
that.
Yeah. So, I also come from a development background, and have done plenty of relaunches over my career, but we're really trying to help people understand a sort of more agile web ops kind of workflow, right? So rather than um, hitting the restart button, pausing. I think a lot of times what can happen is all the development resources go to the new site. The old site can get kind of stale, or if it doesn't get stale, there's a whole new challenge of trying to integrate the new stuff as the old stuff is coming in, all kinds of complicated challenges there. So we're really trying to help folks, for the most part, stay on these small release cycles, these really measurable changes, that kind of thing. So challenges that we're seeing with folks is just also landing a big project can be harder than keeping a big project, if from a sales side. And then from a development side, it's nice to be able to continue to work on a project. I know as a developer, it was always this like, goodbye, like let the new site go. And there wasn't always budget for maintenance and improvements. So we're trying to help both from an agency sales side, how to talk to your clients about that, as well as from a development side of like, oh, look, you finally get to do those improvements you always wanted to do on this site. They never quite, in my experience, phase one is never really what you want it to be. There's always like tweaks and improvements. So
Yeah. Do you find yourself supporting more of like the independent company with a website or more agencies and developers with numerous clients?
we definitely have both on Pantheon. We focus probably most of our energy on agencies because they have so many clients and so many sites, so they need a lot of support.
Hmm.
And we think generally the agency model is really successful in both WordPress and Drupal world, but certainly there are plenty of independent people on the site on Pantheon right now.
Are you guys bringing any? I know you guys always have some really interesting swag that you bring to
Yes.
WordCamps. What What can people expect with what Pantheon's bringing to, not only in terms of what you're talking to customers, but the swag? Like, what's the whole experience of Pantheon at WordCamp Phoenix going to look like?
Totally. Yeah, we are bringing a fairly big team. I'll be there. Katie Richards will be there. McKenna Ragetz will be there. I believe Fatima Khalid, she's our newest Pantheor. She's Sugar Overflow on the internet. She is so much fun, and I think y'all will love her. And as far as swag goes, I am sworn to secrecy. I cannot say what we're bringing. I don't know even. So, but I'm sure it'll be good.
Awesome. So people need to get their tickets and find out what this super
Yes, absolutely. It should be fun. And I know we have a ton of our Pantheon heroes speaking as well. So there'll be some really good content that I'm looking forward to.
Oh, great. Talk to me a little bit about the Pantheon Heroes program and what that means.
Sure. So, like I said, the whole point of my department is to kind of get back to the community. And there are these folks out there who love Pantheon. I was an official hero because it didn't exist then. But there were a bunch of folks in the community, both WordPress and Drupal, who just loved Pantheon. I feel like it taught me how to be a better developer when I was learning. And folks just show up and evangelize the product. And so we wanted to be able to give back to those people, help them, whether it's with travel to an event or supporting developing their professional skills. So we've done like CI and CD trainings for these people, and they're just super smart, super compassionate, giving individuals, and we wanted to support them. So that's who our Pantheon heroes are. We tend to find that the people who like to go to events like WordCamp Phoenix are great candidates for the Heroes program. So I'm sure we'll be recruiting some new folks as well. But they're just super giving people that we want to support in the world.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And what does Pantheon, I'm a sponsor coordinator, but I'm also a sponsor with my company. But
Sure.
so I understand a little bit about what we get from attending events like WordCamp Phoenix. What does Pantheon bring home when you go to an event like this?
Yeah, absolutely. I think for me, coming from the Drupal corner a little bit more, it helps just to get into the software. Like I'm literally going to learn about WordPress and to be a better WordPress developer. I've built plenty of WordPress sites, but like I don't feel like I'm where I want to be. So I'm excited personally about that. And then as a company, we get a lot of feedback and a lot of sort of high quality customer insights. So if you're working on a decoupled WordPress site and you want to know how to do it best on Pantheon, we may not always know that, but we want to hear from you what your pain points are, how we can help solve that. So tons of that kind of information is just super productive, helps us see what the topics of conversation are in the WordPress space, and just meeting the right people. So it's very valuable on many levels for us as a sponsor.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for sponsoring. Is there anything you're looking forward to doing
Yeah.
personally while you're here in Phoenix?
Oh my gosh, I am super excited about a really dorky thing, which is there's some magic event going on.
Oh,
Yeah. So
really?
I'm going to do that on a Sunday. Magic the Gathering. Yep. Nerd. On Sunday night after Contrib Day is over. So it's a very small thing. And then there's also, I just heard, so McKenna, who's on our team, actually lives in near Phoenix. So she is planning some fun stuff. And I heard there's like a time travel 1920s train bar or restaurant or something that she's investigating. I think that sounds super fun. So,
Oh, that does. I
so
haven't even
both
heard of
things.
that. I'll have to investigate that too.
I was gonna
That
say I
sounds
don't know the name. I can look it up, but she was just teasing some information about it, and I was like, yes, please. So very
great. Well,
excited.
I'm going to have to look that up
Yeah,
as well.
I'll
That's
let you know.
awesome. Great. Well, we're so excited that you're coming, and we're so excited to see the super secret swag.
Yes.
And we're really delighted that Pantheon is a Prince of Bel Air sponsor, and I'm excited to meet you in person and
Yeah.
hang out and have a good time. Thank you for joining me today.
Of course. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, and I cannot wait. If you see this video and you're coming to WordCamp Phoenix, do not be shy. Come say hi. I'll be around all weekend, and I would love to hear what you're doing with WordPress, what you're excited and passionate about.
Spectacular. And if somebody wanted to find you on social media or on the web, where would they find you?
I am Sparkling Robots everywhere. So Twitter, WordPress.org, like everywhere. Sparkling Robots is my name, so you can find me there.
Excellent. Thank you, Tara.
Awesome. Thank you, Kathy. I really appreciate the time.